Hey guys, Saruni here, and with me I have the Huawei P20 Lite. So I have been using this phone for 3-4 days now, and these are my first impressions. First on the list is something that's quite polarizing: the design of the Huawei P20 Lite. Actually, the design of the whole Huawei P20 series. So Huawei went with something that will not make a lot of people happy. The phone looks a lot like the iPhone 10, and this is thanks to the notch up front and the placement of the cameras on the back. So the display itself looks really good. Actually, it feels good. Things are popping, the colors are wonderful, and I will actually take my hat off, at least my virtual hat off, for Huawei on the display that they put on the Huawei P20 Lite. So on the front, I forgot to mention that we have a 5.84 inch Full HD display in a 19:9 aspect ratio. Yes, it's a weird aspect ratio, but you've got that notch to thank for that aspect ratio. Like I mentioned, the display looks really good and it will impress you. I believe it's actually one of the best things about this phone. And the phone feels a lot premium, but you'll probably need to get a case or a skin of some sort just to ensure that you don't end up dropping this phone 1,001 times. On the back, we have the cameras set up, we have a flash, and we also have the fingerprint scanner that is placed where it should be. We have the 3.5mm headphone jack and USB-C port right next to it, and to the far right we have the mono speaker, and that is the only speaker you find on this phone. Up top on that notch we have the camera and an earpiece, and all the sensors are to the far left. So we get curved edges on the display, which makes it look really nice. I will not lie to you, this phone is a beauty, and it's a head turner. Why lie? Thanks to that design and thanks to that display as well. Now let's move on to the cameras. So at the back we have two cameras. One is a 16-megapixel lens and the next one is a 2-megapixel lens. So let me explain how these work. So the main shooter that you'll probably be using all the time is the 16-megapixel camera. But the second lens underneath it, the 2-megapixel lens, is actually a dedicated bokeh lens. So this means its purpose is to give you those blurred backgrounds. Yes, literally, that's it. That's the only purpose that the secondary lens on this phone serves. Speaking of the images, I've managed to take a few images here and there, and they look good. I will not lie to you. They won't wow you the levels of the S9 or the P20 itself, but they look good enough to share on social media, and people will be like, wow, which phone did you use to take that photo? On the front, we have a 24-megapixel lens, and the images, well, they're good, but the bokeh effect on the front is, for lack of a better word, not that good. Let me just be nice. Yes, it's not that good, but just have a look yourself. See what the images look like. Do you like them? But there's actually something interesting about the camera. Huawei has integrated something known as AR lens, and this is filters inbuilt into the camera. So let me say Snapchat like filters. Who uses Snapchat anymore? Okay, Instagram like filters that have been integrated directly onto the camera. So this means that you can go from being a bunny one time to being a lion to being a dog and any other crazy thing or any other filter that you feel like putting on your face. And this works as well on the main camera on the back. So you can make your friends have those filters on their faces. If that's your thing, go ahead and have fun. And the third thing on my list that is impressive about this phone is that battery life. So this phone has a 3000 milliamp hour battery and it lasts really well. I've actually gotten upwards towards 5 hours screen on time, and that is impressive for a 3000 milliamp hour battery that is packed on a phone that feels this slim. There is also a face unlock feature that complements the fingerprint scanner on the back, and this face unlock feature is actually really good. Like, I love how fast it is. Like, instantly after it recognizes your face, it's unlocked, and It's fast, literally. I have tried using it in the dark. That doesn't work because it literally just uses the front facing camera. There's no any other hidden tech underneath that notch. But in good lighting, that is the way to go for unlocking your phone. And lastly is that price. The phone goes for 32,000 Kenyan shillings, which is a good price for the quality of this phone. Competitors like Tecno, Oppo and the rest have similar offerings, but they're either on the higher side or offer less in terms of camera performance or even performance in general. So that's it. Here are the rest of the specifications of the Huawei P20 Lite. Until next time, keep it tech with, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Kwaheri.